Hi, I'm Dr. Leslie Tay. Welcome back to my kitchen. It is the end of the year, it's a festive period. You might be having a barbecue. I'm going to show you how I make my barbecue prawns. It is my Dou You or soy sauce prawn recipe. Okay, so for this recipe, we will need to have prawns, but not just any prawn. If you can get your hands on this prawn, it's called the angka he or Indian white prawn. This prawn in particular, the shell is very thin, and when you grill it, the thin shell becomes nice and crisp, and then it's coated with all that nice soy sauce marinade. And when you put it into your mouth, it's just heaven. So I use a pair of scissors and I just use it to cut the shell of the prawn like this, and then I use my knife and I just slice in. You achieve two things. First of all, you can remove this vein. They call it a vein, but it's actually not a vein, right? This is the alimentary tract of the prawn. It's got all the yucky stuff inside which you don't want. Once you cut it open, you basically make it easier to cook the prawn. Next thing you want to do is to make a brine. So this is a standard brine. It doesn't matter how much prawn you have. So I've just got a 500 ml of water, put in some salt. This is baking soda. So the salt and baking soda will help to keep the prawn really nice and bouncy and juicy. This will be enough for 1 kilogram of prawn. Just enough to cover the prawns. And we're going to put this in the fridge to soak for 15 minutes to half an hour. You don't need to soak it very long, and it's going to make a big difference to the juiciness of the prawn. Okay, so as the prawns are marinating, I want you all to imagine, right? You're outside, you're having a barbecue pit, all your friends are around the barbecue, everybody's drinking, eating, chatting, right? And you are doing the barbecue. First thing we got to do is to do the sauce. The key component for this recipe is soy sauce. It is called Dou You, as in Dou You prawns in Chinese. It's a very old zi cha dish. And I'm using today this Kikkoman soy sauce. I remember when I was a kid growing up in the 70s, this bottle was everywhere. And I thought every time I saw this bottle, it's soy sauce, So I just recently found out that Kikkoman has been in Singapore since 1985. And this soy sauce is actually brewed for local taste. It is more suitable for the Asian cooking. So for the sauce, very simple. All you need is to add sugar, soy sauce, equal amount of water. Just a little trivia for you. You know this bottle? This bottle is actually patented. Nobody else can actually make a soy sauce bottle of this size and this shape. And it was designed by a Japanese industrial designer who also designed bullet trains. You naturally will pick it up by the neck, and then when you pour it, it's designed so that it doesn't drip. So as the soy sauce is simmering away, let me just give you another piece of trivia. Kikkoman is around 400 years old. It all started during a feudal war when this wife of a samurai warrior was escaping Osaka, and she settled in Noda, Chiba, and there she started brewing her soy sauce. The legacy can be traced all the way back to then. Okay, so the soy sauce is reduced a little bit. Alright, we're gonna add the butter. We turn off the heat. The butter will give that soy sauce a really nice texture as well as additional flavor. So you want to add in a little bit of black vinegar as well. Just thicken with a little bit of cornstarch. So these are the prawns which have been brining. What we do is we give it a quick rinse. So it's time to grill. I always like to grill prawns with the shells on because first of all, it doesn't stick. And secondly, when the shells grill, you get an amazing aroma. Maybe after about a minute or two, you can start turning. Make sure that you just have a slight char on both sides and that the inside of the prawn is almost cooked, and then you can take it out. So that's what you want. It's a slight charring of the shell of the prawn. See that nice bit of chow tar, right? It's not burnt, it's just nicely charred. And that's what makes a barbecue so delectable. You want it to be about 80% done, and then we'll take it out and put it into a bowl, and then we'll add the soy sauce, we'll marinate it, and then we'll put it back into the grill again. Okay, that's almost done. It's got a nice char on the outside, and that smell is incredible. So the prawns are all grilled, 80% done. What we're going to do is now you add the soy sauce. So what you want to do now is you let the prawns soak in all the beautiful soy sauce. The main flavor comes from the soy sauce, which is why you need to choose one that has a very nice fragrance. And I find when you buy Kikkoman, just give it a whiff. You know, it's that kind of smell that really reminds me of my childhood days, you know. It's a very familiar smell. In fact, I know some restaurant chefs, Chinese chefs, who insist that some recipes actually need Kikkoman soy sauce. We're going to return it to the grill for just a little bit so you can caramelize the sugar and really bring out the soy sauce flavor. Wow! Now you can smell the soy sauce flavor coming out. Right? Remember, your prawns were only 80% cooked. You just want to quickly char. Make sure it's 100% cooked. So in this step, you're bringing out the flavor of the soy sauce as well as the caramel of the sugar. Doesn't take very long. Dou You soy sauce prawns, done. Alright, it's time to eat. I gotta show you the way to eat this. A lot of times when I do this for my friends, right? The first thing they do is they take out the prawn, they start taking out the head, they start peeling the prawn. That is completely wrong way of eating it. The best part of this prawn is the shell. And what you need to do, you take out the head first, alright? And then you give it a nice you know, the combination of the charred prawn head with the soy sauce is so marvelous. Don't miss this part. Then the next thing, you're gonna just suck on the shell before you actually peel it out. And all these yummy bits, the legs, right? That's the best part. Then you eat the flesh. Juicy, tender, springy, and the soy sauce flavor just coats it. The char flavor. You have to try this, right? The next time you do your barbecue. So until next time, happy cooking!